Friends, colleague heads of government, representatives of the Assembly of Martinique, elected members of the Saint Bartholomew, President of Executive Council, Madam Michelle Monrose, newly elected Chief Premier of Anguilla, Director General of the OECS, Ambassador of France to the Eastern Caribbean states of Barbados and the OECS, elected members of the Territorial Council of St. Martin, ambassadors, commissioners of the OECS member states, Director General of the OECS, Dr. Didicus Jules, representatives of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, delegates of the OECS member states to the 76th meeting of the OECS Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We meet at a time when uncertainty casts a deep shadow, when instability threatens to take root, and when the pillars of global cooperation appear increasingly fragile. Traditional partners are withdrawing, and the world seems once again to be retreating, threatening that delicate balance between national interests and collective security and progress. Given that we are small, open, and vulnerable economies, always related disadvantageously to the global political environment, the founding fathers of the OECS envisioned that we had to pursue the path of meaningful economic integration and development. Hence, more than ever before, in this complex and fluid world situation, we must lean on each other and act on the principles of solidarity and resilience that we so often champion. We simply cannot allow new challenges to paralyze us. In keeping with the vision of our founding fathers, to continue to organize ourselves into larger frameworks to respond to the challenges of our time, the Ascension of St. Martin to the OECS marks an important moment in our regional journey. On behalf of the governments and people of this region, I welcome you, St. Martin, wholeheartedly to the OECS family. Your membership is clear evidence that there continues to be strong demand for deeper engagement within the OECS. In strengthening our internal machinery, our associate members must not feel they are more appendages to the affairs of our union, but active contributors to the integration progress. Consequently, we must ensure their meaningful participation in economic initiatives, policy discussions, and regional actions. This may be an opportune time for us to think the role of associate members, structuring their engagement in a way that strengthens the OECS. The Ascension of St. Martin is a clear indication that our regional influence is expanding, and we must embrace this opportunity to deepen partnerships and advance the OECS role in shaping the future of this region. The challenges before us demand more than discussion. We had a lot of discussions. They demand decisive action. Together, we must fortify our union and believe in the promise of regional integration, because the true strength of our region lies in our ability to stand together, to make a reality of the vision inspired not only by our forefathers, but by every OECS citizen today, with the optimism to see a future where the only divider among us is our waters. In this future, we can seek and create opportunities built on our common hopes, move in one direction ever upward. Our region must continue to be the driving force behind progress, development, and opportunity to our people. The OECS has made significant strides over the years. Nothing was handed to us. Many of our nations started at a disadvantage, emerging from the centuries of colonial rule and systemic exploitation. Yet, we have prevailed. Even in the face of scarcity, shifting global alliances, and the pursuit of self-interest by major powers, we continue to forge ahead. Our forefathers understood that our survival depended on leveraging our collective strength, ensuring that together we found solutions to circumvent the unique challenges that threaten our existence. We face similar burdens and limitations, share similar histories, and a similar fate. Through perseverance and a shared vision, we have deepened economic cooperation and built strong institutions from little else but a collective desire for progress. The Eastern Caribbean Civilization Authority, the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, and the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank stand as testaments to our regional ability to craft solutions tailored to its ever-evolving needs. There is much to be proud of, yet we must also acknowledge that much of the organization's work remains unfinished. Our commitments on economic integration, trade, and free movement remain incomplete. Our citizens are growing impatient, and rightfully so. The OECS was established to improve lives, create opportunities, and deliver tangible benefits to our people. If we fail to press for quicker implementation, we risk losing credibility and the trust of those we are supposed to serve. The urgency to accelerate regional initiatives has never been greater. Our people can't afford to wait any longer for the promises of integration. Every delay weakens the very foundation of our regional movement and erodes public confidence in the OECS. We must see the freedom of movement of persons, goods, services, capital, and the right of establishment prioritized and fully implemented, ensuring that OECS nationals can live, work, and do business freely across the region without unnecessary barriers. The Eastern Caribbean Economic Union was envisaged as the economic powerhouse of our region, yet it remains constrained by logistic barriers, fragmented markets, and slow policy implementation. We must strengthen inter-regional trade, streamline customs procedures, and remove barriers to investment and entrepreneurship. The private sector must be fully engaged as a partner in regional economic development with more transparent and harmonized policies that encourage business expansion across national borders. Without full economic integration, our people and businesses will continue to face unnecessary obstacles that limit their potential. As small island developing states, we are on the front lines of climate change, facing many extreme climate-related threats. The OECS must remain engaged in global climate negotiations, securing financing for our resilient projects, and advocating for climate justice, ensuring that our economies, infrastructure, and people can withstand the future crises. Our greatest resource is our people, and therefore, our education systems must be connected to regional labor market needs. Significant regional efforts have been proposed to bridge the digital divide, and so we must continue to prioritize digital learning initiatives, skills training, and policies that facilitate employment mobility. A regional approach to technical and vocational education will also be critical in preparing our young people for emerging industries, for fostering innovation and driving sustainable economic growth. The OECS can't afford to lag in preparing its workforce for the future. Ensuring access to quality health care for all OECS nationals must be a priority. We must accelerate efforts to expand regional health security frameworks and develop a system of cross-border medical cooperation that allows patients to receive the care they need without unnecessary barriers. The proposed establishment of centers of excellence is a crucial step in this direction, strengthening specialized care and reducing the reliance on overseas treatments. For these centers to be truly effective, however, we must ensure standardized treatment protocols, seamless patient referrals, and a financing model that guarantees affordability and accessibility for all OECS citizens. Health systems must be strengthened, ensuring that no single country bears the burden of medical emergencies alone. In all of this, let us not forget that economic growth and social development cannot thrive in an environment of instability and crime. Rising security threats require greater intelligence sharing, regional crime prevention strategies, and stronger judicial cooperation. We have to move beyond the national approaches and work as a unified bloc to combat transnational crime, human trafficking, and cyber threats. At the same time, good governance and institutional reform must remain at the heart of our integration efforts to ensure our systems remain transparent, effective, and that we are accountable to the people that we serve. The OECS has reached a critical point where we must move beyond broad aspirations and focus on delivering real, tangible progress, reducing inequalities, and so securing the trust of those who depend on us to lead. While we have built strong institutions and deepened cooperation, our ability to translate policy into action remains inconsistent. We cannot allow fragmentation, inefficiency, and slow execution to continue to hold us back. If regional integration is to truly benefit our people, we must refocus our efforts on core priorities, commit to timely implementation, and ensure that every initiative aligns with the economic and social advancement of our member states. This requires a deliberate reassessment of where we allocate resources, how we strengthen institutional capacity, and how we drive towards the commitments we have made. Colleagues, for years, we have championed integration. And while progress has been gradual, the foundation is in place. We have an opportunity right now to reignite our drive and restore the urgency that regional integration demands. Seeing most of our member states are present on this occasion, I know that our commitment is not in question. We do, however, need to work on our momentum. The mandate of the OECS is clearly outlined in the revised Treaty of Bastille. We, the leaders of the region, must recognize what is being asked of us and understand that the future of the OECS hinges on decisive action. We must move beyond theory and work with renewed determination to strengthen our union, honor our commitments, and deliver on the expectations of our people. To the citizens of the OECS, we hear you. You are not bystanders in the process. You are the key stakeholders and the markers of progress. Integration is not just a policy, it's a promise, a commitment to every citizen. It's a manifestation of our collective hope, the determination of the drafters and signatories of the treaty, and the legacy we leave. The integration of our region is a continuous process, one of building, strengthening, and deepening our shared values of opportunity, development, and progress. It will, however, require your cooperation, patience, and full participation, as well as an unwavering belief in what we can achieve. For my part, as chairman of the OECS, I dedicate the remainder of my term to action, urgency, and progress. I'm committed to supporting key initiatives that will strengthen our regional integration, enhance economic opportunities, and improve the quality of life for our people. In closing, I accentuate that integration is not something done to you, but with you and for you. Your voices, ambitions, and perspectives will shape this journey. Together, we'll forge a future that is stronger, more connected, and truly reflective of the future we deserve as one region and one family. I thank you.